here is your mic.
From here only I have to start, man.
Okay.
ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಲಿ ಬಾಯಿ ಹತ್ರ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ.
Okay.
ಓಕೆನಾ?
Okay, you're on the stage, the sender, okay? Okay, I'll take Lakshmish and like Soumya, then you can start, okay?
Okay. Yeah. ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ? ಹಾಂ? Ma'am, have to go next side. Have to go next side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next side I'll go. Shall I? What they will do, the general instructions and all.
Stage exam, okay? And you have to share the
No, I don't want.
you have to share the mic with Soumya, okay?
Yeah, I'll have to assist kind of
Okay,
things.
steady, go.
Start, ma'am.
Hello. I request all the guests and the students, including the parents, settle down fast. We are starting with the event now. Yes. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದೀಗ ಆರಂಭವಾಗುತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕಳಕಳಿಯ ಮನವಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ. Hello ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and honor participants. Good morning and a warm welcome to Partnering for Social Impact. Abilities Unlimited Event 2023. I am Ramurthy. I have Lakshmish and Soumya with me. We are thrilled to be a master of ceremonies for you all. So, we will be handling the event for the whole thing. Okay? So, let us make the whole planet to look at Bangalore Club for a while. So, before that, there are some general instructions to be followed in the event. The first and the foremost thing is, please keep your mobile phones on mute. We would really appreciate it if you people do not use your mobile phone inside the hall, please. The second part is, at the entrance, onto my right is gents washroom and onto my left is ladies washroom. Behind me is the dining hall, onto your right side as you enter the dining hall. The next important thing is, if you need any assistance, please reach out to our volunteers who are standing at the entrance, both the sides of the hall.
ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಸರಿಸಲು ಕೆಲವು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಮೋಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಿಸಿ. ಸಭಾಂಗಣದ ಒಳಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಬಳಸಿದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ಪ್ರವೇಶ ದ್ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಬಲಗಡೆ ಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಶ್ರೂಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಡಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ವಾಶ್ರೂಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಡೈನಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಮತ್ತು 2 ವಾಶ್ರೂಮ್ಗಳಿವೆ. ಇನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮತ್ತೇನಾದರೂ ನೆರವು ಬೇಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ದ್ವಾರದ ಬಳಿ ನಿಂತಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ್ ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಸಹಾಯ ಪಡಬಹುದು.
Shall we start the event then? Okay. Even before that, there is one small request. So the event will be completely done by the students itself. We make mistakes, but you do not make mistake. Okay? Fine then? So as a students, we enjoy make mistakes. Do you know why? Because mistakes increase experience and experience decrease your mistakes. Next, I take a minute of your time to let you know the uniqueness of today's gathering. There is one beautiful spiritual saying in English: God connects right people at the right time for the right purpose. Accordingly, many guests, volunteers, students who were indirectly with us till now are directly with us today.
Now we all have a hear from our Vidyadhan scholars. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವಿದ್ಯಾಧನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ.
जोहार, आप सभी का विद्याधान में स्वागत है. गुड मॉर्निंग, अ वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू अवर विद्याधान प्लेटफॉर्म.
നമസ്കാരം, വിദ്യാലയಕ್ಕೆ സ്വാഗതം.
ഇന്ത്യയിലെ എല്ലാ വിദ്യാധൻ സ്കോളേഴ്സിനും
സ്പോൺസേഴ്സിനും കുടുംബ സംഗമ വേദിയിലേക്ക് ഹാർദമായ സ്വാഗതം.
வணக்கம், உங்களை வித்யாதனிற்கு வரவேற்கிறோம்.
विद्या आहे पण धन नाही अशा अनेक विद्यार्थ्यांना मदतीचा हात देऊन त्यांचे जीवनमान उंचावणाऱ्या त्या विद्यार्थ्यांच्या जगात आपणा सर्वांचे सहर्ष स्वागत.
Julie Niminga Urgentusto Naladavna in Nijaguna Vidyadanina Gasuju Julie.
नमस्ते, विद्याधन में आपका स्वागत है.
आप सभी का विद्याधन में स्वागत है.
विद्याधन तुमचं योगकार.
காற்றுடன் உறவாடு முடிதனைக்கும் அதை தங்கள் நாவில் நடனமாட செய்யும் உள்ள அத்துணை பேரையும் வித்யாதனுக்கு வரவேற்கிறோம்.
विद्या वो प्रकाश है जो अंधकार को मिटा दे, संघर्ष में भी राह दिखा दे, जीवन की कठिनाई को समझा दे. विद्या ही वह पंख है जो जीवन को सफलता की ओर उड़ा दे. आप सभी का विद्याधन बिहार की तरफ से हार्दिक स्वागत है.
विद्या के पीछे धन आए, धन के पीछे सुख, जो विद्या से प्रीत लगाए फिर काहे का दुख. आप सभी को विद्याधन झारखंड की ओर से जोहार.
Wow, that was a wonder welcome from all over the India. Now I would like to invite Miss Pavitra, State Coordinator for Karnataka and Goa, Vidyadhan, to giving a welcome address. Over to you, ma'am.
A very good morning to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to be here to welcome all the guests for the Partnering for Social Impact event Abilities Unlimited. On behalf of Vidyadhan and Shibulal Family Philanthropic Initiative or SFPI, I would like to extend my warm welcome to everyone in the gathering. The essence of this program is to celebrate the success of our specially abled scholars. Many of you have traveled from far away to be here today, and we really appreciate it. It is also an occasion to celebrate the partners in our journey to transform the lives. Let me start welcoming our main pillars, Mrs. Kumari Shibulal, founder SFPI, and Mr. SD Shibulal, co-founder and former CEO of Infosys, Mr. Gaurav Manchan. Let me now welcome the speakers for the day. We are fortunate to have a very eminent list of speakers sharing their wisdom and experience with us. It is my immense pleasure to welcome Mr. Panish Rao, Chief Sustainability Officer, LTI Mindtree, to this event. We really appreciate your joining today, sir, despite your busy schedule. Put your hands together and welcome Mitti Cafe team, and they are going to create magic for us today. I welcome all our distinguished partners, Mr. Farangis Chowdhury, Head DEI, LTI Mindtree, Mr. Pratik Madhav, co-founder and CEO, Assist Tech Foundation, and Mr. Shivram Deshpande, Head of Operation Samarthanam Trust, to the event. I extend my warm welcome to the captain of our Vidyadan team, Mrs. Meera Rajivan, who serves as a national program of Vidyadan. In Life of Grand Theatre, where stories unfold, parents stand as pillars, more precious than gold. I welcome each and every parents who is here along with their kids today. Without the fragrance, the flower does not look beautiful. And without you all, this event can never be meaningful. I welcome all our Vidyadan students who are the main motive of this event, who are leading this event. I also welcome the students from the states who are not able to join physically but joining us virtually. I also welcome our partners, NGO leaders and Vidyadan sponsors who have gathered here today and cheer for our students. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome our Vidyadan team and volunteers who worked hard to make this event happen. Thank you for the opportunity. Welcome again.
Thank you, Pavitra ma'am, for giving a great opening. Now, I would like to welcome and invite Kumari Shibulal, SD Shibulal, Panish Rao sir, and our two scholars, Yatish and Kavya, to opening ceremony by lighting the lamp. Please come on the stage. Starting the journey event by lighting the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. Lamp as burning brightly, let us remind it our inner strength. Please take your seats.
We are also having a Jaswin Thomas, our sign language interpreter, who will be assisting us today. ಇವತ್ತು ಜಸ್ವಿನ್ ಥಾಮಸ್ ಅವರು ಸೈನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Without further delay, I would like to invite Kumari Shibulal to share her thoughts on vision for an equitable society.
Miss Kumari Shibulal is the founder and the chairperson of Shibulal Family Philanthropic Initiatives. Her early childhood experiences enforced her faith in the importance of education. She strongly believes that education is the cornerstone of nation building. She started her philanthropic journey in 1999 with focus on education. The events such as Vidyadhan, Ankar, Vidyarakshak, Shiksha Lokam aim to transform the lives by providing equal access to education and empowering leadership in school administration. Ma'am, it's over to you.
Good morning, everyone. And on behalf of Shibulal Family Philanthropic Initiatives and Vidyathan, I extend a very warm welcome to everyone present here for being here today. I have a special word of appreciation for LTI Mindtree for coming together with SFPI in 2022 through their unique program, We Able, a program specifically designed considering the requirements of meritorious students with special needs who are from underserved family groups. The selected students are eligible for a scholarship for pursuing degree course of their choice. Apart from scholarships, the program enables students to enhance their skills with its unique employability skills training post their graduation. As a nation, we have come a long way in the last 75 years. With each passing year, our commitment and resolve towards the ideals of democracy, equality, freedom of choice, and liberty get reinforced. However, like all democracies, we too suffer from our own unique inadequacies. While we have been able to politically empower most of our citizens, we still have challenges creating a more equitable society. Higher education is a great enabler and a passport for upward mobility. Not everybody gets the same opportunity, be it gender, caste, financial status, or disability. Physically and financially challenged students should have an equal opportunity to be educated. Empathy at the individual level and at the level of the society can make real equality possible. Higher education is the tool for this transformation. The differently abled students face different challenges, apart from their physical limitations, which hinders their higher education journey, which can be broadly called the AAA factors: awareness, access, and affordability. We need to create awareness about their rights and the opportunities available to them. It also means we provide more opportunities to fill the gaps. Similarly, differently abled students should have access to education in regular schools and not just in special schools. As a society, we need to be more accommodating. Last but not the least, higher education should be affordable. Through our higher education platform, Vidyathan, we are trying to address these challenges. Inclusion is the way to go. Differently abled students have to be included and integrated into the society. All members of the society need to be empathetic to the challenges and find solutions for the same. All stakeholders in the society have a part to play: government, corporates, NGOs, students, parents, teachers, and the society at large. We are grateful to have partners like LTI Mindtree and many others who have joined hands in achieving this dream. Our scholarship program, Vidyathan, has supported differently abled students in the past, and we are proud of what they have achieved due to their grit and determination. Reshma, a visually challenged student, was the first in Kerala to take her exam in Braille. She secured a rank in her Bachelor of Arts exam as well as her Master's, and she did her MPhil, and presently she is an assistant professor at a college. She is married with a child and a productive member of the society. Most importantly, the emphasis on collective action speaks volumes. We understand that no organization, no matter how dedicated, can bring about change in isolation. It's through collaboration, through harnessing the collective strength of individuals, communities, and institutions that we can truly make a difference. For India to occupy its rightful place in the community of nations, we have to ensure that we are able to bridge the massive rich-poor, urban-rural divide and create an atmosphere where every Indian becomes stakeholder in our progress and development. Let us remember that every step we take, every contribution we make is a stride towards leveling the playing field for our students. Together, let us work towards a day where every child, regardless of their circumstances and physical ability, can experience the joy of learning, explore their potential, and contribute meaningfully to our nation's progress. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your insightful words, ma'am. Please be on the stage. Now I request Kavya to come on the stage and receive award from Kumari ma'am. Kavya is from Shivamogga district of Karnataka. She is currently pursuing her BA Honours degree in BGS College. Today, she is receiving this award because she has overcome all the challenges to be the cricket player. Today, she is the player in Karnataka blind cricket team. So, congratulations, Kavya, and thank you so much for Kumari ma'am also. Please take your seats back. Now, let us take a look at the journey of our another scholar, Rupa, who is from Andhra Pradesh. She is Para-Olympic badminton champion. So, video is going to display on the projector.
Hi everyone, I am Rupa from Andhra Pradesh, Srikakulam district. My father was expired when I was 5 years old and my mother is a farmer. When I was studying BSc first year, then I met with an accident in 2019. Then I got a spinal cord injury. Then doctor informed me you can't work in future like that. Then I completely lost my confidence. After that, I went to CMC hospital, Vellore, for rehabilitation. The doctor again informed, again we have to do surgery. Then Vidyadhan stands behind me. After that, slowly I recovered and I started my studies with the help of Vidyadhan. I'm a wheelchair para-badminton player. So recently I participated in national. There I won gold medal and silver medal. After that I participated Thailand international tournament, then Uganda international tournament, then Japan. There I got 3 silver medals. So now I am so excited to participate in Thailand international tournament again. Life may knock you down, but your strength is measured by how many times you stand back up. You are not just sponsors, you are the architects of dreams. Thanks for being my constant companions on this extraordinary journey. Thank you so much, Vidya. I carry your spirit with me. Thank you so much.
So audience, how was the video? But what we saw is just a glimpse. We have many scholars who have shown their abilities are unlimited.
ನಾವು ಕಂಡದ್ದು ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು ಝಲಕ್ ಮಾತ್ರ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ರೂಪಾ ಅಂತವರ ಇನ್ನು ಅನೇಕ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯಗಳು ಅನಿಯಮಿತವೆಂದು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ.
Now we have Meera Rajivan, Vidyadan National Program Director. Meera ma'am has over 22 years of experience in IT industry. With her successful track record in leadership and strategic role across several functional areas. After her successful stint in IT industry, she has moved to social sector, working towards being a national program director for Vidyadhan, as working towards breaking the poverty cycle by enabling higher education, training and mentoring for India's meritorious youth. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. Am I audible? Namaskara. Ellaru chennagidara. Ella parents gu kuda nanu special thanks hellige ishtapadtini. So can we give a big clap to all the parents here? So Vidyadhan started as a project with 2 students in 1999. It scaled to a program through the Each One Teach One initiative. Launched in 2015 by bringing in outside sponsorship. Today, it has evolved to a platform that brings together the various stakeholders in the ecosystem, all working towards the common goal of transforming lives through higher education. We have currently over 6,500 students from across 17 states in India, and majority of them, 90% of them, are from rural areas and with their parents working on daily wages or in agriculture. And I'm very proud to say that the dropout ratio from our program is less than 0.5%. A study by IIMK found that the students after graduating and getting a job are able to take their families out of poverty cycle within 2 years. Okay. We also have over 2,500 alumni today who are working as doctors, engineers, nurses, in many reputed firms across the world. And also in Indian Navy, we have people. So think about all the areas our scholars are already there. So that is the impact that Vidyadhan has been making over the years. So obviously an increase in sponsorship has a multiplier impact on scaling, which is reflected in the fact that we are today in 17 states and also launched several customized programs. One such program is VAble, which addresses the need of differently abled students and the reason why we are all here. Today, I want to share a remarkable journey that began last year when LTI Mindtree approached us with an innovative proposal. The idea was to create a program specifically focused on the students with disabilities. Initially, we actually hesitated, and rightfully so. Our concerns were rooted in the fact that despite always giving weightage for differently abled students, we were able to get only very small number of applications. Every year, this year we got over 45,000 applications. Okay? But we received very low number of applications from differently abled students. Okay? And then the second thing was that whether we had the expertise to implement such a program at scale. However, thanks to LTI Mindtree, especially Mr. Pratyush Panda, who we were gently nudged out of our comfort zone and VAble was born. Now let's delve into the core of our partnership model, which is encapsulated by what we call as 3 T factors: transparency, technology, and trust. So from a transparency perspective, we charge 0 administrative fee to the sponsors, ensuring that the entire amount is transferred directly to the beneficiaries. So this is our commitment to complete transparency in financial transactions. On the technology front, the entire process, right from application to test, interview, everything is done online. Our Vidyadhan platform provides end-to-end view to all the stakeholders on what is the status of the program. And finally, on trust factor. The foundation of our partnership lies in mutual trust. It extends from the sponsor to the implementation partner to the student beneficiary. Okay? So LTI Mindtree runs its CSR program with integrity, commitment, and focus. It is heartening to be part of a partnership that values social responsibility and strives to make a positive impact on the lives of students with disabilities. At Vidyadhan, whatever we do, the student is at the center. As part of VAble, we came up with the design, how to identify, select, train, and enable them to perform to their potential. As we gather here to inspire and motivate, it is essential that we address the specific challenges many of our students face. Recently, we conducted a mentoring need analysis to better understand the obstacles VAble students encounter and how we can better support their journey towards a successful future. The result of this analysis shed light on some crucial aspects of their experiences. Financial difficulty emerged as the most common obstacle while pursuing their education, affecting 60% of our students, followed by commuting to colleges, affecting 32%. Getting a job immediately after graduation is the top priority for 54%, followed by a large number who would like to pursue higher education. There is an overwhelming preference, over 75%, for public sector jobs, which should raise the question, are the corporates and the private sector doing enough to recruit them and provide an environment to perform? Lack of awareness, communication, and employability skills are perceived by scholars as the reasons that stop them from getting a job in corporate sector. And they believe very strongly that mentoring is a key aspect for them to succeed. So dear students, I stand before you today with immense respect and admiration for each one of you who faces the world with courage and determination, overcoming challenges that many may never fully understand. The corporate world is evolving and inclusivity is becoming a core value for most organizations. It is essential to showcase not only your academic achievements, but also the skills and strengths that make you uniquely qualified for the jobs that you seek. Today's sessions and the upcoming training program in the next 2 days focus on the career paths that you can choose and how to go about it. Please use the interactions today so that, and for the next 2 days, to increase your awareness about the opportunities in the corporate sector, what skills you need to develop for the same, and make an informed decision about what you should be doing next. We will be there to support you further with the required mentoring as well as employability skills training. So let us engage in these sessions with enthusiasm, curiosity, and a commitment to your own growth. Ask questions, share your aspirations, and be open to the wealth of knowledge and experience that surrounds you today. Thank you very much.
Your words have given valuable direction for today's event, that partnering social impact. Thank you so much, ma'am. As we mentioned earlier, now we have another scholar's journey, Ajay Raj from Kerala.
Hello everyone, I am Ajay Raj. I have been a part of the Vidyadhan family since 2015 when I got my class 10, when I got passed out from my class 10. And ever since it has been a very wholesome journey with Vidyadhan and frequent gatherings with, especially with Ramanandan sir. So it has been a beautiful journey so far with Vidyadhan. And I happen to be the 4th rank holder in the general category in the humanities section for CBSE in 2017. And I studied at St. Stephen's College, Delhi for my bachelor's, and I also continued my post-graduation there at St. Stephen's. After that, I got an opportunity to teach English in Christ College, which is located in Kerala. And I believe all these opportunities that I've got was coming from the effort, that was coming from the kind of direction I got from Vidyadhan family and also the LTI team. So I would like to express my gratitude for that. So I wish all the best for the Vidyadhan family and also the young minds who are part of the Vidyadhan family. Thank you.
ಯಾವುದೇ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಮೆಟ್ಟಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ನಿಂತುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅಜಯ್ ರಾಜ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Next we have leaders talk. Welcome to the exciting session now. We have Shibu sir and Panish Rao sir to discuss about career building pathways. First time in my life, I'm getting a chance to be on the stage with such great leaders. Thank you so much, Vidyadhan.
Panish Roy sir. Panish Roy is a senior leader with more than 3 decades of experience in managing human resource across industries and geographics in his current role. He drives Mindtree's ESG, environmental, social, and governance commitments vital to the company's vision of balancing growth and sustainability in building long-term stakeholder value, including for the society at large. S.T. Shibulal sir. S.T. Shibulal sir is the co-founder, former member of the board and CEO of Infosys Limited. Driven by his passion for education and developing the leaders managing like K-12 government schools across India, Shibu incorporated Shikshalaksham, an education leadership development platform in 2016. Now active in multiple states, Shikshalakam offers open source technology capabilities and learning and management resources to more than 3 lakh leaders in partnership with state government and leading civil society organization. I welcome both of you. Please be on the stage. And I also welcome Kavya, Jeevan, and Pooja.
Yes, welcome back. Normally, everybody asks us the question and we will be answering them, right? Isn't it? So today, the scenario is exactly the opposite. We are going to ask the question and leaders are going to answer for them. So there are 4 students who are going to participate in this leaders talk. Kavya, Pooja, Jeevan, and can anyone guess who is the next student? No one can guess. So sad. It's none other than me. Okay. So first the topic we have leadership. Kavya has a question for Shibu sir.
Hi, good morning. To Shivu sir question. You are a very famous leader. How can I also become a successful leader? Successful leader. Sir. Any?
So, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure for both of us to be here to talk to all of you. Congratulations to each one of you for being part of Vidyadhan VA program, being here, and everything which you have achieved in your life. So, so when I was coming here, I was thinking about some of our experience. Me and Kumari, we had the privilege of meeting Professor Stephen Hawking in 2002. I don't know how many have heard of Professor Stephen Hawking. He's a building that capacity to be able to contribute towards the society, towards the work, towards your family. I think that is the third important thing. How do you build capacity? In my mind, it is all about learning. So leaders are people who learn for life. I have never met a leader who has stopped learning. The moment you stop learning, you stop being a leader. So capacity building is the third important thing which comes to my mind. So make sure you are courageous. You are all courageous. Make sure you never lose it. Remain committed to whatever you are doing, whether you are studying, whether you are working, whether you are being a leader, whether you are being a professional, whether you are being a family person, and build capacity all the time. Make sure that you have an attitude towards lifelong learning.
Very good. I'll just, I think he said it all. I just want to add two more attributes to yourself. One is, believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Because, these people, the two videos that we saw, I think one is Tara. You're Tara? Rupa? And the other one is Tara. No, the one who played Paralympics? Rupa. I think phenomenal achievement. People with both hands, both legs also didn't achieve what she has achieved. Right? This is all about believing in yourself, having a dream, and shedding that thought that you have something less than anybody else. I think if you have one thing less, you have one thing more also. That is what you need to believe in. And very happy that I forgot her name. She represents Kavya. You represent Karnataka Blind Cricket. Excellent. Mahantesh's representative is here. Mahantesh is on the board of the Blind Cricket Committee, which is a global committee. And in my previous job, I was very happy to sponsor the men's blind cricket team, which represented India and went on to win World Cup several times consecutively. And when I saw the match, I didn't believe that they can play cricket, to be very honest, because it was my first time experience. When I went to Goa to watch the final match between India and Pakistan, I just couldn't believe my eyes. They were as good, as enthused, and as vigorous as one needs to be on the field. And they were celebrating equally as much as the Indian cricket team celebrates. And it was a huge surprise to me. I think it was a cherishing moment. They did it, right? So believe in yourself, have a dream, go after it, and you shall make it happen.
That's great, sir. Thank you so much. Now, Jeevan has a question for Panish Rao, sir.
Myself, Jeevan. Good morning, everyone. My question is to Panish. Not everybody in a team have the same capabilities. How do you make sure that everybody works together as a team?
So I think it is important to recognize whose capability is what and work to their strength than to their weaknesses. Right? And I think it's important for the leader to identify their strength in each person and give them the responsibilities accordingly. We recently had this World Cup, Cricket World Cup, and you saw different players performing different roles when we won 10 consecutive matches. Unfortunately, we lost the finals. But everybody played their different role, and they were playing to their strength. Right? Somebody was good at fielding, somebody was good at bowling, somebody was good at hitting the runs in the beginning of the innings, somebody was good at hitting the runs at the end of the innings, and people in the middle were stabilizing the team and the effort, etc., etc. So I guess it is very important to identify that. And also, while I say identify the strength, also identify the weakness, to work on the weaknesses. As Shibu said, it's very important to continuously learn and improve. So don't let the weakness overtake your strength. Work on the weakness to improve on that and make it a strength one day, and work on the strength more so that strength becomes a larger strength.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, the World Cup match is P versus P. Like, Pooja has a question for Panish Rao, sir, on career development.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲೀಗೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಫರಂಗಿಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸೊ in our company, we have people with different abilities, right? And we have always believed that we will hire them on merit. We are a for-profit organization, and we also believe that they should work with dignity. None of them should feel that they were hired because the management wanted to do a favor, or they should feel that the management has done an obligation on them. So it's merit-based, and having identified different abilities of people, we have different jobs for different kinds of people, and accordingly we employ them, making sure that we give them equal salary, and we give them an equal job, we give them an equal opportunity, we give them equal inputs in terms of training and development, and we give them equal promotions and compensation increases and rewards. So Farangi Satra Matadi aur kelsa kodtare nimge madam.
So now I am into the field now. I have an interesting question for Shibu sir. Sir, everybody wants to get a job, but I want to give a job for others. You have built a company like Infosys. What advice would you like to give me to be successful entrepreneur just like you?
So, if you look at the history of Infosys, actually most of you have I think most of you are pretty young people, so you would have seen the history of Infosys over the last 10 years, or maybe 15 years max. Infosys celebrated 40 years in 2021. So right now it is 42 years old. So the first thing is, building an organization, building a company, building success is a marathon. It is not a sprint. There are no easy way out. You really have to be willing to run that marathon. You have to put in the effort, the time, the commitment to build an organization. So my first advice to any entrepreneur who is trying to build something reasonably good and sustainable and sustainable for the long term is that you have to be willing to run that marathon. That is number one. That is the number one thing. There are no overnight. You may find some overnight success, but most of it is built brick by brick over a period of time. So that is number one thing which you need to keep in mind. Number two is most people have ideas, right? They have wonderful ideas how to solve certain problems, but the real value gets created when you execute. So in my mind, ideas are dime a dozen. Most people have ideas, all the ideas are good, but the success comes only when you execute. So converting an idea into execution which creates value for the community, the society, the customer, and all your stakeholders is important. That is when the real success happens. In today's world, I find that, especially I find in certain situations, fundraising, getting money or getting somebody to invest in your company is a performance indicator. Really, it is not a performance indicator. The real performance indicator happens when you have a product or a service which is actually accepted by the customer and the community. And so innovation is key. And that innovation is what will create this product and service. So funding is not a substitute for innovation. Innovation is extremely important. And that is the second part. The third part, if you look at it, and I will stop at 3, the third point is, if you look at Infosys was founded by 7 people. So the power of the team is very important. And we all stayed. In today's world, marriages don't last more than 10-15 years. It is why I'm finding that people are finding it difficult to keep a marriage going for 15 years. But we stayed together for 40 years. Actually 34 or something, 36 years, because we retired at the age of 60, so which was in 2015, 2014. So we stayed together. So having a founding team and making sure that they stay together, I think it's extremely important. So 3 things I talked about. Number 1 is running that marathon, ability to be committed for the long term. Number 2 is idea to execution. How do you make sure that your idea really gets executed in the field, in the community, in the company, and it creates value. Third is to making sure that you as a team, most often entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. It is not it's very lonely. So it is good to have a team of people with you and making sure that you stay together.
Excellent. I think idea execution, quality, and let me also tell you that it's easier than before to do something on your own now, because most of the RFPs, RFIs that we deal with ask for spend on diverse companies, right? So they look for companies that are run by women only. They look for companies that are run by blacks only. They look for companies run by disabled only, etc., etc. So I think, it's easier than before. And we as corporates are looking for organizations that have this diverse people working for them. And we would be very, very happy to engage with them, provided you have a good idea, you have commitment to the business, you have a good service, you have quality of product or service.
I strongly believe in both of your words, sir. Thank you so much. Now, Jeevan has a question for Shibu, sir, on technology.
So nowadays everybody is talking about AI and how it will take away jobs. What is your opinion in AI, and will it help the people with disability more, or do you think it will reduce their job opportunities?
So I entered this industry in 78 actually. I entered this industry in 1978. So I know how many years are over now? 45 years are over. And when I entered the industry, none of the technologies which you see today existed. There was no cell phone, there was no laptop, there was not even time sharing available at that point in time. What you call time sharing available in 1978. In the last 45 years, I have seen many, many technologies emerge, and I think all of them are great. And I'm a very big fan of technology. I use it day in and day out. My wife knows if I get a new gadget, she can forget about seeing me for the next 6 hours. So I am a very big fan of technology. And every technology which has come through in the last 45 years, whether it is mainframe to time sharing, then laptops came around, then you had the entire revolution of cell phones, now you have the smartphones, 4G, 5G, 6G. All of this has created opportunities for employment, all of this has created opportunities for wealth creation, all of this has created opportunities for progress. So I am a very, very big fan of technology, and each one of them have created something for the humanity. And they have also helped the differently abled. So for example, I was talking to Assist Tech. They were telling me that there are 450 startups in the ecosystem today in India creating technology for differently abled. Right? This is amazing, right? If the technology didn't emerge, then this will not happen. Without technology, you cannot do this, right? So the technology which is coming through is also a big enabler, it can be used to support the differently abled. So I think 2 points. Number one, a lot of technology has come through in the last 40 years and they have really helped us progress. Number two, there is a lot of innovation happening in technology which will actually help the differently abled. Now, employment. I think every time this technology came through, the employment changed. Some disappeared, some new emerged. Right? So when I started out in computers, I think punch cards were there. I used to work in an office where my office was in the ground floor. The entire first floor was full of punching machines. I think you might remember what is punching. Nobody else will remember. There was a huge department of punching machines and people used to work there. 70, 80 people doing punching cards. As soon as the timeshare happened, they completely disappeared. The entire job sector went away. But we created an enormous amount of other jobs. So I believe every wave of technology will change the color of employment. And new employment opportunities will come. Some employment will definitely disappear. it is better for us not to have bullock carts because we have cars. So the people who drove bullock carts don't have work, but there are enough other people who got work. So I think that is exactly what will happen. The point is, I still go back to what I said. I think you need to remain relevant in the new technology. I will now hand it over to
You said it all. I think you've been making a point right from your first question of continuous learning. And change is nothing but learning. If you don't make yourself relevant, then you make yourself out of the job. I remember those days when banks were going through an automation, and there was a VRS scheme for people who didn't want to change with technology. And they took the VRS and left the job. Those who continued and wanted to learn computer operations continued with the job and have grown in life. I remember when ATMs came, Citibank was the first one to pioneer that, and they came up with the Suvidha account. I couldn't believe that, a machine is going to take money, a machine is going to give money. And I said, what if it takes less, counts less, or gives me less? I didn't want to believe in that. I was very comfortable taking a token in the bank, standing at the counter for hours together, counting the cash 10 times. Now you talk to my daughter or son, they have never seen a bank or a counter. They only believe in machine. So much so, when my daughter was young, she used to ask for something, and we would say, we don't have the money. She would say, there is an ATM, go and withdraw money from there. So, she thought machine was giving money. So times have changed. You have to continuously learn if you want to keep yourself relevant. And that is what I think he's been making a point for a long time now, that if you don't learn continuously, you will be relevant in this. Jobs will not go. New jobs will get created, but make yourself relevant to the new jobs.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, the ATMs have now disappeared. With UPI, nobody...
Yeah, ATMs have disappeared now. And I don't have the app. I depend on my wife. If I take a Uber, I call her and say, I've got down, please pay for it.
Thank you, sir.
Shibu sir, thank you so much for your AI. That is not artificial intelligence but for your advice and instruction. So now we have Kavya to ask question for Panish Rao sir.
Sir, during the COVID, all companies allowed for using for working from home technology, but now everybody has to working from office. Many of using need for supporting from family for your day-to-day life, day-to-day activities, and can more productive working from home. What is your view on work from home with disabilities?
Very, what do I say, my favorite question, my favorite answer, but I hope there is nobody from the press, and I am not representing my company when I make these statements at this moment, okay? I believe that, the time has come that we allow people to work from anywhere. And the question that one is asking is, if it worked then, why is it not working now? Why won't it work now? And honestly, there is no answer to it. It happened because there was no other opportunity, no other way to work. We all had to work from our respective places. Technology evolved. Conference happened. Teams, Google, Zoom took birth in those days. We were connecting with people. Meetings were happening. It was pretty productive. Companies became more profitable then and less profitable now. And productivity improved. People were putting longer hours. At the same time, we were spending enough time with their families and also giving a helping hand at home. I think going forward, that is what it's going to be, irrespective of how much ever any company may try to call its people back to work. The trend, I think, is getting set of working from anywhere. You have I know.
I have a different view. Yes. Again, I am also hoping that press is not here and I don't represent any company, so I'm not part of any institution. I think my belief is that I agree with you, but I think my belief is that a hybrid environment will emerge over a period of time, because I think working involves not only producing things, but it's also thinking about new ways of producing them, new innovations, new methodologies, new thoughts. And that is a collective activity. So I have seen the working from home to be very, very effective when it comes to routine activities, but when I am yet to see it being extremely effective when it comes to creating innovation. So I think there is a need for human contact and a social environment to be there in the workplace also. So I think it will emerge as a hybrid situation. That is my belief.
My practical observation on that, Shibu, is, while we as an organization made it compulsory for people to work at least 2 days, 3 days in a week from office, those 2-3 days are found to be most unproductive days. Because, they take 2 hours to reach office, they take 2 hours to go home, and they are very, very time-bound in coming and going. And when they come and meet their colleagues after a week or so, they are so excited about it that they spend a lot of time socially engaging with them, and they go for lunch breaks, long lunch breaks. So, half the day goes in engagement, social engagement, and half the day goes in travel, and that is how unproductive it is. But I do appreciate what you're saying. There will be some jobs which will have to be done from the office premise because of client sensitivity and confidentiality and data security and stuff like that. There will be some jobs that will require to come and go, and there can be some jobs which can be done from a remote location irrespective. So it's going to be a mix of everything.
Thank you so much, sir. Audience, while leaders are writing their exams, you are sleeping. Is it something like that? See, no one is talking. That's why I'm asking that question. Okay. There is one surprise for you all. Should I tell it now itself or later? Now, okay. Let me tell it now only. Now we are going to lock both Shibu sir and Panish Rao sir into a rapid fire game. So they will be having 3 seconds of time. Within that time, they have to answer for every question. I know they're the sharp shooters, but still, can we say them very all the best? 1, 2, 3, go! All the best, sir. Yes, okay. So, with whom let me start first? So again, you are confusing. Okay, let me start with Shibu sir only. Shibu sir, are you ready?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Which hobby do you like most?
Watching movies.
Watching movies. Okay, sir. Sir, who is your most favorite person? Favorite person. Person.
Is me or you?
No, for you only, sir.
My wife.
No, sir. Panish Rao sir can't write your exam, sir. You only should answer. Sir, name please. You said your wife.
Kumari.
Oh, that's nice. Sir, something that you would like to change about your life?
I'm not a person who believes in hindsight. So, looking back is not something which I do. I don't believe in that. You cannot change the past. Future is always about time management, because I find it very hard to manage time. So.
Okay, sir. Who do you want to be in your next life?
Myself. You look at my life, what more can I ask? So.
Okay. Are you all happy with Shibu sir? So, Panish Rao sir, are you ready? Yes. Okay. Your most favorite movie and the actor?
The latest one, I think Sam Bahadur was a very nice movie that I watched recently.
Okay. One person who has influenced you the most.
My wife.
Again the same. Sir, you can't copy like this. Yes, sir. Sir, what makes you angry, sir?
What makes me angry?
Yes.
I think the promises that are made when not kept makes me angry.
Oh, okay. Sir, if you have the power of changing everything, what would you like to change in your country? Did not study, sir?
I think having lived in Bangalore, I think I'll change the way the traffic moves in the city.
Okay, sir. Now, guardians, tell your opinion about Panish Rao, sir, then.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Audience, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ? Anyone from the audience to ask questions? If anyone has a question, please raise your hands. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಬಹುದು. Okay, fine. Thank you so much, guys, once again. Okay, we have one question.
ಸರ್ ಮೈ ನೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ರಮೇಶ್. ನನಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಅಷ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ ಸರ್, ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಈಗಿನ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟಾ ಅಥವಾ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟಾ? ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಆದರೂ?
ಇವರು ನೋಡಿ ಜಾಬು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I think in whatever you do, if you are dedicated to do that and you do well, you will achieve whatever fame, name, everything is my opinion. Shivu? He's saying is doing a job or doing a business, which one will give us fame and name?
So I think, as he rightly said, I think both can get you fame and name, but more importantly, I don't know whether we should be chasing fame and name on, I think you need to be sure, you need to do it for the passion, the commitment and the purpose, right? There is an old saying, no, whatever you keep chasing keeps running away, and whatever you are running away from keeps running behind you. So make sure you are chasing the right thing. I know I'm taking a slightly different tack to this. Make sure that you are chasing the right thing. Most successful people whom I have dream, they chase a passion. They
Depends on you how you want to define success, and I guess each person has got his own her own threshold in balancing life. We didn't have our Dhobi come for almost 10 days, and I understand he took a vacation, and he doesn't care. He works for half a day, and then the half a day he rests, and he takes only that many clothes and earns only that much money every day. And that is his definition of life, success, earning, and his way of balancing life. Not like some people who want to work 18 hours, 20 hours, a day. And so each person has got its own definition of success, name, fame, etc., etc.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Guys, due to the shortage of time, we are not going to take any more questions. Okay, sorry. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Now we have a memorable session, and I request both sir to please be on stage. Now I invite Mukti Teja to come and receive the award. Also request Panish Rao sir to hand over the award. P.S. Mukti Teja. He is from Kolar district, currently pursuing engineering degree at RV College of Engineering. And today he is receiving award for his active participation in training and mentoring Vidyadhan scholars for CET and NEET. Thank you. Now I invite Supreme to come and receive the award. Also, I request Shibu sir to hand over the award. Supreme, he is from Kolar district. He has graduated in arts and successfully he established his own organization called Supreme Organization for People with the Disabilities. And he is a successful entrepreneur today. Thank you. Thank you, Supreme. Now, I request Shibu sir to hand over the token of appreciation to Panish Rao sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. What else can be make more peaceful than our cultural things, music, songs and all. So now we have a group song by our scholars Iramma, Pooja, Vijay Lakshmi and team. Stage is on yours. It's on.
ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ ಹರಿಯಲಿ ಬೋರ್ಗರೆಯಲಿ ಬತ್ತಿದೆದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಳೆ ಹರಿಯಲಿ ಬೋರ್ಗರೆಯಲಿ ಬತ್ತಿದೆದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಳೆ ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ. ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ, ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ. ಚಿಮ್ಮಲಿ ಹಚ್ಚನೆ ಹಸಿರು, ನಿರ್ಮಲವಾಗಲಿ ಉಸಿರು, ಚಿಮ್ಮಲಿ ಹಚ್ಚನೆ ಹಸಿರು, ನಿರ್ಮಲವಾಗಲಿ ಉಸಿರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಗಲಿ ವಸುಂಧರೆ ಸಕಲ ಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗಾಸರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಗಲಿ ವಸುಂಧರೆ ಸಕಲ ಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗಾಸರೆ. ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ, ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ. ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ, ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ. ಧುಮ್ಮಿಕ್ಕಿ ಧುಮಿಕಿ ಜಲಪಾತ ನೀಡಿ ಜಡತೆಗೆ ಆಘಾತ, ಧುಮ್ಮಿಕ್ಕಿ ಧುಮಿಕಿ ಜಲಪಾತ ನೀಡಿ ಜಡತೆಗೆ ಆಘಾತ. ಹಮ್ಮಿಸಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಚೇತನ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲತೆಗೆ ಇಂಧನ, ಹಮ್ಮಿಸಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಚೇತನ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲತೆಗೆ ಇಂಧನ. ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ, ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ. ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ, ಸುರಿಯಲಿ ತಂಪೆರೆಯಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಳೆ. ತೊನೆಯಲಿ ತೆನೆ ಹೊಂದೇರು, ಅಡಗಲಿ ಹಸುವಿನ ಚೀರು, ತೊನೆಯಲಿ ತೆನೆ ಹೊಂದೇರು, ಅಡಗಲಿ ಹಸುವಿನ ಚೀರು. ಅರಳಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಡೆ ಹೂನಗೆ, ಹಾಯೆನಿಸಲಿ ಭೂತಾಯಿಗೆ, ಅರಳಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಡೆ ಹೂನಗೆ, ಹಾಯೆನಿಸಲಿ ಭೂತಾಯಿಗೆ. ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ, ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ದುರಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಲಿ ಇಳೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಭಾವ ತುಂಬಿ ಭಾವನ ಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ಹಾಡಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಜೀವನದ ವಿಶೇಷತೆಯನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಿದೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಪುಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್.
Right now, Mitti Cafe and team joining us, and it's my great privilege to welcome them. Swati Dhokhania, Director and CEO of Mitti Cafe. Heartily welcome to you, ma'am, for Abilities Unlimited 2023. Also, the members are Manjula, Danamma, Sudharani, Anju and Nandish. Heartily welcome to you, all of you. Due to medical emergency, founder of Mitti Cafe, Alina Alam ma'am, could not join us. And I invite Swati Dhokhania to share their journey and to give a keynote address. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello and good morning, everyone. And it's a great, great privilege and honor to be here. Yes. My name is Swati, and I'm a director and the CEO at Mitti Cafe. I hope, a few of you all have heard about us, but I'll take you back a few years and start with a story. So, any idea about who this person might be? Any guesses? Okay. So this person here, his name is Nero, right? So Nero was this really, really great Roman emperor. Very mighty, very rich, very strong, winning one war after the other. And one day, he wins the biggest war of his life. And what do you do when you win something? What do you do when you win something? You celebrate, right? You have a party. So he decided to have a really big party. And he calls the kings and queens and prince and princesses, and they have a very big party. And as people are partying, suddenly it started to get dark. And do you stop your party when it is dark? You all stop your parties when it is dark? No. So you need to continue the party. So you need to create some light in order that the party continues, right? So what Nero thought was, let me create some light so that the party can continue. And he decided to burn some waste to create light. What he did was burn the prisoners of war, whom he considered no more than waste. And as people burned, others continued to party. Now, the problem here was not Nero, because there will always be Neros in the world who we will equate with everything wrong, a lot of atrocities, inhumanity. The problem here was really the bigger problem, which were the Nero's guests, thousands of them who were there in the party, who might have thought that whatever is happening here is absolutely wrong, and we should do something about it. But did they do anything about it? No. And if you don't do something about something that you really strongly feel for, you ultimately become Nero's guest. And, when we are talking about a problem, or a statistic actually, it's not really a problem, of 1.2 billion people with disabilities across the globe who do not get access to the same opportunities that everybody else does. And we feel that there should be something that we need to do about this. And we don't take a step. We don't do anything about it. Who do we become? We also become Nero's guest. And it was with this realization that Alina started MITI. And how do we really create that opportunity for the 1.2 billion people with disabilities across the world? So the way that we decided to do this was through food, right? Food is a very, very powerful medium. It connects people to people. And through the medium of food, we decided that we should create platforms that create a lot of inclusion and a lot of awareness. And that is how MITI Cafe started. Now, MITI Cafe did not start in a wonderful city like Bangalore. It started in a small town called Hubli. Because at that point in time, we did not have any startup capital. Nobody believed that, a cafe could be run by persons with disabilities. How was it possible? Nobody believed this at all. And that's when this girl happened. So this girl, when she came to us, she came crawling in for her interview, because at that point in time, she or her parents could not afford a wheelchair. And there are many things that biology can't explain. When she came to us, her hands used to tremble like this. If she held a cup of coffee in her hand, it would fall. With months and months of training, today this girl, who is she now? This girl sitting on her wheelchair that she's got with her own money, manages 10 other people with disabilities. She's the manager for our first cafe. Her name is Kirti. And not only is Kirti a manager with MITI Cafe, she's also a motivational speaker. So that is really the power of one opportunity that can change anyone's life. And as we speak to you today, there are hundreds of Kirtis at MITI Cafe, and together they have served over 11 million meals and beverages. And with every meal and beverage, with every cup of tea that they serve to the people who come to the cafe, they change people's perceptions about how they view disability and inclusion, and they are the change makers who are leading the change from the front. Okay, this is a very interesting picture, and I want full participation. Can you please tell me, identify who could be the hero of this picture? Narayan Murthy, sir, of course. But there are no wrong answers. But who's the hero of this picture? No? Any guesses? Okay. So this boy, you see, who's standing in the middle in the front, yeah? He's really the hero of this picture, and he really defines everything that we do at Mitti Cafe. So this boy, when he came to us, there's a reason that we've not cropped this picture. If you look at it carefully, you'll see he's not wearing shoes, or he did not even know how to brush his teeth. He came with a gamcha on his shoulder. This was his first day at Mitti. His name is Bhairappa. He has dwarfism and locomotor disability. And when he came to us, he was rejected at over 80 job interviews that were held for people with disabilities. And that is when we got lucky and Bhairappa came to our lives. Now, I spoke about, changing people's perceptions about how they view disability and inclusion. But that's step 2. Step 1 is really for people with disabilities who've been told for their entire lives that you can't do anything, to believe that they can do something. So Bhairappa was told always that, he won't be able to do anything. He won't find a job. He won't have a family. He won't be able to do anything at all. And of course, the fact that he's here, he did get a job, right? So this is who Bhairappa really became. If you see that green box, that orange arrow and that graph, Bhairappa became the team lead of our cafe at Infosys. And today, Bhairappa is the team lead of our cafe at the Bangalore International Airport. So Bhairappa found a job. But Bhairappa was also told that he will not find love. And something magical happened at Mitti. This is what happened. Bhairappa also found love at Mitti Cafe. So, this is Bhairappa and this is Rupa. And Bhairappa was working at Infosys. Rupa was working at Wipro. I'm sorry, but it was an Infosys-Wipro love story at that point in time. They fell in love, and then they got married. And we have so many love stories happening at Mitti. It really proves that when really there's an intent, love knows no boundaries. Disability is really minuscule. And as I speak to you today, we have another love story right here. They are our trainees right now, and there are over 16, couples. We call them power couples at Mitti Cafe today. And you all can definitely talk to them, once the session's over. Now, we have a few very interesting programs that we have at Mitti Cafe. The first one is, of course, running cafes. So we have cafes that are a platform that provide employment, training, as well as creates a lot of awareness about disability inclusion. The second very interesting program that we have is of experiential training. So we have a beautiful 2-month-long residential training program where we train persons with disabilities. Many of them have never had an access to any formal education. So for them, this training really becomes a life changer. With this training, they can get into their careers and start living their lives with dignity. The third program that we have is called Mitti Karuna Meals. And I'll come back to it later, but it is really a way in how Mitti Cafe and our team of adults with disabilities have really given back to the society and contributed at a time of need. The fourth is the Mitti Gifting. We make beautiful gifts that are made by our adults with disabilities, and we are doing a lot of corporate gifting now. So these are the major programs. We are, of course, into caterings and pop-ups, so you'll be able to see us in a lot of places now. These are a few of our cafes. We have, this cafe is at the Mumbai International Airport. And it's just wonderful to see how we are creating so much awareness through being at some important places where there's a lot of cross-section of society that meets. This was really a hallmark event during the inauguration at the Mumbai International Airport, where never before was a performance ever done at the airport by persons with disabilities. The people who you see over here, if you see this boy in the middle who's on wheelchair, his name is Tyrus. There's Caroline, there's Sudha Rani, there's so many people. And for all of them, it is their first livelihood opportunity. So that is really the brilliant thing about this. These are our two cafes at the Bangalore International Airport. again at the Bangalore International Airport. This is our cafe at the India Coffee House. It's right across at the Coffee Board of India. Again, first time in their history have they given a space to any organization to operate out of the India Coffee House. And we are really fortunate to be there. We are also at the Supreme Court of India. We started very recently, and our cafe was inaugurated by the Chief Justice of India. This is Madam President, who came to meet our team, and it was just an honor for us to host them at MITI Cafe. This is experiential training. These are experiential training centers where we conduct our programs. These are a few of our other cafes. This cafe is at Narayan Hridayalaya Hospital. This is at St. Joseph's College. We've had some very prominent visitors at MITI. Hero Olaf Scholz, the Federal Chancellor of Germany, was at our cafe as well. Again, some more pictures of the cafe. And this is really, what I wanted to come back to you with. And it's very, very important that I mention MITI Karuna Meals as a program. So, when COVID happened, and there was a lot of conversation about COVID and how life has been during COVID and after COVID. Now, when COVID happened, all of our cafes until then was only inside corporates. And what happened during COVID was everybody was working from home, so all the corporates were shut. And so all of our cafes also went into hibernation. And with zero revenues, we are a non-profit organization. There were zero revenues. There were more than 100 people with disabilities who were working with us. What would we do? Can we tell them, go home? No. And there are many people with disabilities who we rehabilitated from the streets, who live with us permanently, who work with us. One of them, was this boy called Hemant. He has cerebral palsy and intellectual disability. And he comes to us and tells with his clear vision that, Didi, there are many people on the road who are hungry, and we know how to cook. And he had this belief that if they cook, nobody will stay hungry. We always talk about scale of vision. This was the beauty of his vision, that if he cooks, nobody will stay hungry. We really struggled to explain to him that we have no money to even feed you all. How do we feed the community? But it was with his perseverance and his purity of belief that we started Karuna Meals, compassion meals. And what started with a few hundred meals went on to 6 million meals that the team cooked, packed, and served in the communities. Today, when we say that, there are persons with disabilities, we believe that they're always going to be vulnerable. What is it that they can do for us? Why should we educate them? They won't be able to do anything at all. But this is what they can do. This is the power of empowerment. Once they get an opportunity, they can also contribute to the community when they are in need. This is Sadiq here on the wheelchair distributing food to community members. These are our gifting pictures. You can definitely, we can send across catalogs and you all can support us with that. Our pop-ups, they are really nice. Some of the awards that we've recently received the Niti Aayog Women Transforming India Award, the Forbes 30 Under 30, an award from the United Nations Intercultural Innovation for the work that we are doing, and so on. Some of the media articles. How is it that you can help us in any way possible? Bring a MITI Cafe near you. We are today, apart from just corporates, we are in residential complexes, in hospitals, in colleges, in public spaces, at airports, and we can just come anywhere so that we can create opportunities for people who need it. You can gift with us, and you can also contribute to us in our training programs and in our Karuna Meals program. And I'll just end with one small story. There was this, small girl who was standing on a beach, right? And that beach, there was a high tide and it was strewn with millions of starfishes. So this small girl standing on the beach picks up one starfish at a time and throws it back into the water. And there was this wise old man who was passing by and said to this little girl, "What are you doing?" This girl pays no heed. She keeps doing whatever she is doing. This man says again, "What are you doing?" So this girl looks at the starfish that she has in her hand, throws it into the water, and tells this wise man that I know it, I cannot help everyone, but I am making a difference. I'm making a difference to this starfish that I gave back life. And that's the power that every one of y'all have. Y'all can change, even if y'all change one life, you've changed their lives forever. And we started with Kirti as our first starfish, and we are on a mission to reach the billionth Kirti until they realize a life of dignity. Thank you. Today I have with me here my wonderful team. There's Bade Sab, who is in our training. There's Danamma here, there's Manjula, there's Nandish. Nandish is also an athlete. He's in the Indian rugby team, wheelchair basketball team, and he's won awards in that. And we'd love, if there's an opportunity for us, for Nandish, come this side and speak a few words.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Myself Nandish. I came from, actually I born from here only, Bangalore, nearby Mandya. I'm proper Mandya, but I'm staying here Bangalore only from first 25 to 30 years. When I was in 23 age, I met one road accident. Because of that, my spine wheel failed. After that, I am a wheelchair bound. Because before I am a normal person, I know what kind of people are facing issue in normal and disabled life. So I know now both life. Who will face, it means who will going to face a lot of issue in disabled life and normal life. Now I'm 1.5 years, from first 1.5 years I am working here. I'm happy with to do work because everyone think they are make a business and they want to earn the money. But what the Medicafe doing means they started to give a lot of lives to others. So I like to work here and I love to live here. So thank you.
Thank you, Nandish.
Yeah, it was very inspirable, and it's pretty that we all together here. And thank you, Team Mitti Cafe. I request Kumari ma'am to hand over the token of appreciation to Mitti Cafe team.
Okay, while we do that, let's hear Swami Gowda.
Sorry.
Hi sir, good afternoon. I am Swami Gowda from Mandya. ನಾವು ಬಂದು 1.5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದ ಮೇಲೆ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯಿತು. ಬಟ್ ಮಿಟ್ಟಿ ಕೆಫೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಯಾರೂ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಗಳು ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಓದಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ. ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಇವ್ರ ಕೈ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಾನೇ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ತಾನೇ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಿಟ್ಟಿ ಕೆಫೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಫುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಕಾಮಡೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ರೂಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮಂಥ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮಂಗೆ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Yeah, nice words and sweet wishes. Now I request Kumari ma'am to hand over the token of appreciation to Team Mitti Cafe.
Swami. Come.
Please give a huge claps to Team Mitti Cafe and their dedication, hard work. Really, it's very inspirable. Thanks to the ma'am. Thank you, Kumari ma'am. Also, thank you so much to the Team Mitti Cafe. We always look at the people of achievements of great people to get inspired. But at Vidyadhan, we are lucky and proud to have a people among us to share the unique stories with us. Let's welcome Shri Nagesh, Mukti Teja, Yatish and Yashoda to the panel session. Also request Sri Harsha to moderating the session.
Good afternoon all, and my name is Sri Harsha. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, and it's been very honor to sit with the wonderful champions with me. So my dream was there, like, I have to interview some kind of a celebrity or something. So today I got this opportunity to being with the real celebrities with me. And seriously, it's my honor, and thanks for Vidyadhan and LTI Foundation that you've given me this opportunity to introduce with these wonderful champions with me. Thank you a lot. So introducing from my, the left side, like Mukti Teja. So he's been there with, continued for, Yashoda. And Yatish, he's been there with us. And the guardian for, Darshana, it's been called the Nagesh. So a round welcome for, these people. So there might be a few interesting questions, like, we got it, and we just want to know from your end, and, this is something called a real life situations that you actually faced. So we just want to know from, the audience point of view, like how you deal with certain kind of situations. So when I just go with Yatish, Just to know
Yes,
from
sir.
your side, like, what inspired you to choose, the medical field? Is there any strong reason behind that?
Sir, initially during my childhood, it was my dream to become a doctor and my parents' dream too. They believe that me being a physically challenged, he should choose a medical career in higher education so he can get easily jobs and all, and his life will be settled. And during my childhood, I am inspired by some of the doctors with disabilities like YG Parameshwar, who is a first blind doctor from India, and other doctor, Dr. Mary Varghese, one of the pioneers in the physical medicine and rehabilitation from CMC Vellore. And I had a dream to serve the society with the best part of treatment.
That's so wonderful.
Yes, so it inspired to me to choose a medical career in my future.
But let me know one part, I still, fear of my injections, sometimes if I want to go with that. But so nice of you, that's very noble profession for you, Yatish. So coming with Nagesh, so I just want to know from your end, like, what kind of challenges that you really faced in your real life while being in this, the part of, the journey?
ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ನಾಗೇಶ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗೋಕಾಕ್, ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕು. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಹುಡ್ತಾಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ನು. ನಂದು 1 to 5th ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನಾನು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮದು ಬೆಳಗಾವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ ಅಂಧ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಶಾಲೆ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದೆ. ನಾನು 1 to 5th ಓದಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಊರು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ನನಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಊರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ನನಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಅನಿಸ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕತ್ತಲ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊತಿದ್ದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಈಗ ಈ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ ಕಾರಣ ನನ್ನ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅಂಧ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಶಾಲೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಮತ್ತು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಚೆಸ್ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಚೆಸ್ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ನಡೀತಾವಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೌತ್ ಜೋನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟರ್ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಶಾಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಬಂದೆ ಸರ್ ನಾನು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಮೇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಭಾಳ ಬಂತು ನಮಗೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು 2011ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಈಗಿನ ಥರ ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ಫೋನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೂ ಅವಾಗ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿನೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬ್ರೈಲ್ ಲಿಪಿಯನ್ನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ. ಲಾಂಗ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ನಮಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ನಮಗೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ನಮಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಭಾಳ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ತೊಗೋತಿದ್ವಿ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಸರ್ ನಮಗೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾಧನ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಏನಂತಂದರೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬನ್ನು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Thank you, Nagesh. Thank you very much for the wonderful, the journey you have been shared, and it's really inspiring for us. So now let's get back to Yashoda. So just want to know from your, how did you balance your health concerns with your dreams? So how you balance, all the things together while...
Hi everyone, I'm Yashoda Patil. I'm come from Belgaum. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನನಗೂ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಿಂದ 2 ಮೇಜರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಹಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೋಲ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೋನ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಂಡ್, ಸೊ ಸ್ಕೋಲಿಯೋಸಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಿಂದನೂ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಲ್ ಇರೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಅದರ ಸಿಮ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸಿಕತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಏನಂದರೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ವೀಕ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ, ಸೊ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ವಿ. ನಂತರ ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಹೇಳೋರು ಹಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಹಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಅದು ಸಿಮ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ನಂತರ ನಾನು 9 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಓಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ KL ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಹತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದರು ಹಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಲಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಂತರ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಅವಾಗ ನಾನು 3rd ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ನಂತರ ನಾನು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನಲ್ಲೇ ತುಂಬ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಬರೆದು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಸೊ ಅದು 3 ಪೇಜ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ 2 ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು 2 ಡೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ನಂತರ ನನ್ನ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅವಳು ಮಾಡಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಸೊ ನಿನ್ಕಿಂತ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಸೊ 3 ಪೇಜಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಸೊ ನಿನಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಂಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ನಾನು ಮುಂದುವರ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದೆ. ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ 3rd ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ 4th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಮತ್ತು 7th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬರೋಳಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೋನ್ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೋನ್ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ 3 lakhsವರೆಗೂ ಖರ್ಚು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ನಂತರ ಬೆಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತು ನಾನು 7th ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬೆಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಅದ್ರ ರಿವಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ನಾನು 7th ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದೆ. ಸೊ 8th 9th 10th ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚರ್ಸು. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ 10th ಸೊ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ಡ್ ವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು 10th ಕೂಡ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಮತ್ತು ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದೆ. ನಂತರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ PU 2nd PU ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, MBBS ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ. ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಟೈಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಂಗೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬ ಗಿಡ್ಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ನಂಗೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬೇ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ನಿಲ್ಕೋಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಂಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ KS ಆಗಲಿ IAS ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಂಗೆ KS ಆಫೀಸರ್ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್, ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ನನ್ನ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟರ್ ನಾನೇ, ಹಾಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಪುಷಪ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ನಾವು ಹಿಡ್ಕೋತೀವೋ, ಅದು ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಮಳೆ ಹೋಗಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಮಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಲ್ಲೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಹೋಗ್ಲಾಡ್ಸಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಾಡ್ಸೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Very good. So just to add one more question into that, like being a girl made your journey easy or difficult?
So being a girl, so for me it is easy because family support is with me. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಿಂದ್ರೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಥರ ನಾನು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮನಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಪ್ಪ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ನೀ ಬಾಯ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊ, ಬಾಯ್ ಥರ ಇರೋ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಂಗೆ ಬಾಯ್ ಥರನೇ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಂಗೆ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸಿದ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಮೆಚೂರ್ಡ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಗರ್ಲ್. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ನಾನು ಸೊ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ನನಗೇನು ಅನಿಸಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನಾ ಈ ಥರ ಇರೋ ಜನರನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಬೇರೆದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್.
Thank you, Yashoda. Mukti Deja, just we had some few early interactions also, not just before coming onto the stage itself. So just want to know from your end, like during your early years, you faced so many challenges in your life, right? But still, there's some, the turning point, or what makes you motivate to do well in your academics? Like, really want to hear from your side itself.
Yeah, okay. Actually, my journey starts from the birth. My disability, I born with the disability only. At the time of my birth, the doctors they asked me to my father to donate me to the some labs or like that, for the medical research purpose. But my father used to refuse that one. They asked my father, you have two kids, they are normal persons, but why you want to arguing with me with us for these children like that? But then also my father disagreed with them. My father and my family is the main source of confidence, and they will boost my my limits, and here you can see the lot of parents came for their children. Similarly, my father also traveled with me for the different events and all. At the time of the when I was before joining to my academics, I was went to the one operation. The operation was for to enhance the growth of my leg bone. Until that, I am not able to walk like this. Until my brother or my father, they used to carry me normally some 2-3 years kids. How we will carry? They will carry me like that up to the 4 or 5 years. You are the inspiration to achieve the academics. I secured first rank in up to the 10th standard from starting from my schooling, and I'm now pursuing my BE in the RV college. I'm mainly motivated by my brother. Because he is a normal person, but I want to compete with him, so I can get the more attention towards me. Actually, the point is my father, they are not going to ignore me. My attention, according to me, normal persons and disabled persons, there is no difference. So that we can compete with them, and we can show them to how we able with these disabilities also.
Thank you very much, and thank you all for your wonderful time. And seriously, I really thanks to the parents also who is seeing the abilities in their children's, and it is a wonderful opportunity that you have been shared your all experiences with us. And God bless you. Do well, and I really want from the next time might be we'll be meeting our MBBS, Yatish, IAS officers, right? So thank you very much for you all, the journey and the inputs that you have been given. Once again, a big round of applause for these people. Thank you.
Thank you all. It was really remarkable. Now, I would like to invite Sujata ma'am for sharing the equitable society to being as a moderate the panel discussion, creating equitable ecosystem in Excel. Sujata ma'am is consisting with Vidyadhan and driving training and mentoring for a program for VAbles, and she has a 20 years experience in IT industry and worked companies like Infosys and IBM, etc. Over to you, ma'am.
Am I audible? Good afternoon, everybody. A warm welcome to each one of you in this audience. My special welcome to the students who have come here. Thank you all for being here. Little closer? Okay. All right. So this is we get started with the panel discussion. I'd like to invite our panelists for today's session, Mr. Shivram Deshpande, Parangis Chowdhury, and Pratik Madhav. I'd like them to come on stage and please be seated. Yes. Please, Parangis. Which will make it easier for you to include and integrate.
Thank you.
A little closer again.
Thank you for the opportunity for being here today and sharing with you all. I think, providing employability for students with disability, for people with disability, it's a right. It's a right of theirs as well to have employment. Now, how do we enable that in the organizations? How do we make it more meaningful? That has been what, within the organization we are working on. I think a core thing that we look at is the skill or the fitment for the role. That cannot be a compromise. Because if you're working in an IT industry, if you're in an IT role, you need to have the IT knowledge. So that part of it, I would say, a little bit of like what Vidyadan is doing, that systematic thing of getting them from schools, colleges into higher education and giving them skilled for the job, that's wonderful. So once then they are skilled and capable there, I think corporates are definitely more willing, more open, and putting in measures in place to make it easier to employ people. So for example, within LTI Mindtree, there was one question in the morning as well which talked about work from home option. So we do have work from home options, and this is one of the reasonable accommodations which we say, yes, if a person with disability wants it and there is no loss to productivity, why not? So it is there. Now we don't just make it like a standard saying everybody should work from home, because there are folks who want to come to office and mix with the group. Sure. So that is there as well. Similarly, we provide transport, because it's very difficult sometimes if your mobility, how do you get there, or if you're vision impaired. So we provide transport facility for persons with disability to come to office or not. And smaller things like within offices, spaces to ensure that wheelchair accessible, or if you have tactile signage, or just increasing the height of the desk, for instance. So all those little things, I think the corporates are very willing to put in place. I think from the students themselves, we just want to see that passion of theirs, that, they are ready for the job. And I think one of the things which really comes out from them is the innovation. When we talk about diverse teams, I think persons with disability have so much to offer as well when they talk about universal design. When you're making something easy for a person with disability, you're also enabling everybody else around it. So I think these are some of the things, that commitment, courage, innovation, but the core thing is have your skill in place, and then there's a place, definitely.
Okay. So the takeaway is, since you have your skills, it should be easy for you to get a job. Okay. Thank you so much. My next question is to Pratik. Could you share your thoughts and elaborate more on the role of technology, how it can empower the students and how it can serve as an accelerated enabler?
relationships. And if our world around us is changing so fast and getting changed through technology, why our world of people with disability should be left behind? I mean, today, since morning, a lifetime of content is being uploaded in YouTube. And I have to tell you, it's not just the divide which we have faced previously. 70% of that content which has been uploaded since morning is inaccessible to any of us. Yeah, it's digitally inaccessible. Yeah, and why is that? And hence, I believe that technology is a main enabler for people with disabilities. At ATF, now we have created an ecosystem in India and outside, where we are working with, like Shibu sir highlighted, 450 startups. And I'll give you a few examples. How about having a glass for people with visual impairment which reads audio and video as an input and gives audio output real time to you. So if you walk towards, in Bangalore Road, that technology should be able to identify that there are a red car on the right, that there are a dog sitting on left. How is that independent mobility is empowered by technology? We're working with technology startups who are making smart wheelchairs with a scooter which is battery operated. You would probably know this example which I was sharing in the morning as well about a startup called NeoMotion. They're IT Madras students who have built a scooter which is battery operated. They came to us with a wheelchair sample. Today, they are empowering 400 lives who are working for Zomato or any other organizations. We have a startup who's helping people with visual impairment or digital accessibility. There's a very cool device called Kibo, if you have heard of. Have you guys heard of Trestle Lab Kibo? People with visual impairment? I think there probably is the gap where that technology you can use as a device where you can put any document in any language, it identifies and reads it to you real time. Yeah? We're working, last example, with a startup in Bangalore which is using artificial intelligence, augmented reality for kids with cognitive impairment, autism, for their development milestone. Yeah? And I agree with you, what you said, that people with disability are equally capable. In fact, this event is to celebrate that whole achievement anyways. We are very excited that technology is not just going to empower the mainstream or any other people, but it's actually empowering people with disabilities. As we speak, through these technologies, we are already reaching out to 5.1 lakh people with disabilities. We believe that technology is a non-linear way of impacting. While we can do skilling, while we have one-on-one teaching, but technology is going to be a non-linear way of impacting thousands and millions of people, and that's what I think. We are putting our bet on startups, we are putting our bet on technology. We're very happy to introduce all of you to those technologies, which I'm sure will be very, very useful.
Thank you so much. How are we on time? We are ticking away. Yeah. So I'd like, what we could do is, while we've heard a lot of points coming in from Farangis, Pratik and Ms. Shivram, is there anyone on the, yaradru question kelo bayistira? Any questions? Or I'll call names. Nane karitini. ಇದು ಈ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಅವರು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳೋದಿದೆಯಾ? No? On behalf of the students, if I can just, since I've also been interacting and talking to some of these students, some of their things are, we have, as an organization or even in the space of other organizations supporting students such as these, we typically are guiding them through the streamline, maybe an arts, commerce or a science, the STEM courses, and they are doing excellent in that. Are there other courses or other streams that we could look at which could be a game changer for them and accelerate it right from the beginning, where they don't waste time? What would be, maybe you can take a minute each of you and see, what would you like to comment on that? What would be the advice that we can give to students? We can start with you, Mr. Shivram.
Yes. See, when we look at the employment,
scenario, current employment scenario. There are many jobs available in the market, okay? One can choose a different theme or different area. One can gain different areas of expertise. See, these are the more, common trades, common, streams, what you mentioned. Besides that, there are many job-oriented courses which are available. One, we can look at, jobs which are non-digital, what MITI Cafe is doing. There are many jobs which are available. One can choose and gain expertise in the areas of specific skills, okay? It may be, I'm just quoting a couple of examples. It all depends on type of disability and degree of disability. One can look at it. But the sky is the limit, right? If you want to do something, what sir was mentioning today, right? So you should have a passion and commitment to choose what you want to do, right? So one area, if you take automobile area, there are plenty of skills one can do it, okay? Physical disability can opt for many other things. Visual disability can look at many other things. But in specific, there are jobs in the market, jobs which are involved only voice, jobs which are only done by fine motor skills, jobs which are done by, only the vision, job which are done by, only through the actions or, without voice, that kind of a job available in the market. So one can really see, what the person capability is, right? So look for job-oriented courses, okay, where one can gain hands-on experience, So in my earlier experience, when I started my journey 30 years back, we used to identify people in the rural area, put them in a cycle shop or a motor winding shop or in a scooter mechanic shop in the rural area when I was managing a community-based program. So we used to put, people with disability in the pottery, right? Pottery training. So they used to, gain employment, get trained in that particular skills and go for an employment. Today, technology is, developing day by day, and there are plenty of opportunities are available. Okay, one can do short-term courses.
Sorry to interrupt. As a moderator, I'll also have to keep a tab on time.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is there are many opportunities and job-oriented courses that they could sign up for. Thank you. So 30 seconds for you, Farangis. If you can give them some insights into, these are some streams that they've looked at, but what else can they look at?
I think one basic thing what Shivram also said is it really depends on the type of disability, the nature of disability as to, what they choose. But a couple of things coming to mind is, looking at accessible design. I think, who better than people with lived experiences to really contribute to that field and make that better. That would be one. And second, I think a lot of it is, going intellectual. So if we could get into generative AI or understand that, I feel there could be a big space there.
So using technology itself. All right, thank you. Mr. Pratik, another 30 seconds for you.
I think we've taken a very traditional look so far that this disability can only do these jobs. And today I can give you so many examples where, I had a junior from IIM Calcutta, 100% blind, and we recruited him as an analytics lead. Can you imagine the person with 100% visual impairment was an analytic leads, work for the customers. I think this is one example. People on intellectual disability, autism spectrum are so good at creative thinking. A corporate in Bangalore, in India, is employing them for design work, thinking work as well. Yeah, people with speech and hearing impairment, while they did whatever jobs before, they are the best testers in the world. So just 2-3 examples. We don't really have to go by this disability and that, can only do much. We have to probably think beyond. We have to really think broader. And if technology is there to empower, like I said, 450 startup, they're helping them to not just be productive, but also explore many other jobs which were not available before. So we probably, a shift is required in thinking, by the industry.
Thank you so much. I think we have the timer up. All right, we've got some key takeaways. What's coming out, what came out from the discussion? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಸೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಏಬಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಸೆಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ we don't have to be worried. We have the jobs, there are skilled programs, and there are the corporates which are also including these, they are considering, they are also working on it to make things happen. So it does not matter whether I am a differently abled or I am otherwise. I have the opportunity. What's most important is you should have the skill, which is what you have with you. So you have the biggest strength, and with that, everything will work for you. Now, Pratik also spoke about innovators. There are a lot of innovators that are being designed, which are available for you, which all we need to do is make it accessible to you. With that short, yes, Pratik.
I also just want to share, how do you find jobs? While on one side there is skill, other side there are new age of jobs. So we are building a digital platform called Aditwara, which essentially talks about the learning, livelihood, and living for people with disabilities. We already have partnership with Government of Karnataka and several other governments where they are onboarding people with disabilities. I think digital is the way forward for all of us to go, and we are happy to invite all of you once you graduate and you learn skills to be on Aditwara platform to find roles.
Sure. What's the name of the platform?
Aditwara. So it's a Sanskrit word for infinite opportunities for all of us.
Okay. Thank you so much. So we come to the end of our session. I'd like to thank the panelists and my audience who's been with me here today. Thank you so much for the session today. I hope you all had some good takeaways. It was a very engaging and an informative discussion. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like the panelists to please remain on stage. You have some more work to do.
Thank you for the valuable insights. I would like to invite you, Lakshmish, to receive the award, and I request Ms. Farangis Chaudhary ma'am to hand over the award. Lakshmish Ling Marathi is from Uttar Kannada. He is currently pursuing his law degree at the Bangalore Institute of Legal Studies, and he is received his award for his recent representation in Karnataka State G20 National Youth Parliament. Congratulations, Lakshmish. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, Lakshmi. Next, I would like to invite Yellappa to receive the award, and I request Mr. Pratik Madhav to hand over the award. Yellappa, who is from Raichur district, Karnataka, he is currently pursuing his medicine degree KMS, and he received this award for his dedicated effort to providing essential support in the rural areas of Raichur during COVID-19. Congratulations, Yellappa. Next, we have Hema to receive the award, and I request Mr. Shivram Deshpande sir to hand over the award. Hema H is from Ramnagar district. She completed her commerce degree at the University College of Arts, and currently she is working as a assistant. Congratulations, Hema. Thank you, Heman. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the panelists. I request Meera Rajivan to hand over the token of appreciation to panelists.
Audience, are you all hungry? Okay, if you think that you are wasting your energy in cheering, don't worry, anyhow, the lunch will be there, okay? So we are left with 2 more cultural events.
Now, I would like to Basava to give her performance by singing a solo song. Stage is on yours. Please welcome on the stage.
Hello. Now I am singing the Akashi Deepavu Neene Kannada song. If any mistake, ಕ್ಷಮಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಆಕಾಶ ದೀಪವು ನೀನು, ನಿನ್ನ ಕಂಡಾಗ ಸಂತೋಷವೇನು. ಆಕಾಶ ದೀಪವು ನೀನು, ನಿನ್ನ ಕಂಡಾಗ ಸಂತೋಷವೇನು. ಆ ನೋಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿತವೇನು, ಅರಿಯಾದಾಗ ನೋವೇನು. ಆಕಾಶ ದೀಪವು ನೀನು, ನಿನ್ನ ಕಂಡ Thank you everyone.
ಬಸವ ಹಾಡಲು ಆರಂಭಿಸಿದರೆ ಹಾಡು, ಬಸವ ಹಾಡಲು ಆರಂಭಿಸಿದರೆ ಹಾಡು, ಕಿವಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ತಿನ್ನುವವು ಬೂಂದಿ ಮತ್ತು ಲಾಡು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ put your hands together. I should keep on telling everything, right?
Now I would like to invite Mallikarjuna Bidiri on stage for receiving his award. Also, I request Shibu Lal sir to hand over the award. Mallikarjun Bidiri. He is from Bagalkote district and he completed his commerce graduation in BLDEAS College, Jamakhandi. And the thing is, he is the lecturer in the same college. Congratulations, Mallikarjun. Thank you so. Thank you so much. And we all know that Soumya can speak nicely, but now we will see the dance performance by Soumya. Stage is on yours, madam.
पम 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 ये देश है वीर जवानों का, बेलों का, मस्तानों का, इस देश का यारो, इस देश का यारो क्या कहना, ये देश है दुनिया का गहना. पम पम मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून हिंदुस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून हिंदुस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी.
हर करम अपना करेंगे, ऐ वतन तेरे लिए, दिया है जान भी देंगे, ऐ वतन तेरे लिए. पम 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 पम.
आजा आजा जिंदू शामियाने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमानों के तले. जय हो चक दे हो चक दे इंडिया, चक दे हो चक दे इंडिया. वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम. सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शिवलाम सस्य श्यामलाम मातरम. वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम.
ये दुनिया
एक दुल्हन, ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन, दुल्हन के माथे की बिंदिया.
ये मेरा इंडिया, ये मेरा इंडिया, I love my India, ये मेरा इंडिया.
हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल भर जानी, जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी. फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. मेरा रंग दे मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, माए रंग दे. मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, माए रंग दे. मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, रंग दे रंग दे रंग दे बसंती चोला, माए रंग दे. तुझे सलाम अम्मा, तुझे सलाम. वंदे बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला, देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला।
झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजय विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा। सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा।
ನವಿಲೊಂದು ಬಂದು ಕುಣಿಯಲು ಕೇಳ್ತು ಚಾನ್ಸು, ನವಿಲೊಂದು ಬಂದು ಕುಣಿಯಲು ಕೇಳ್ತು ಚಾನ್ಸು, ಸೌಮ್ಯನೇ ಇರುವಾಗ ನವಿಲೇಕೆಂದ್ರು ವಿದ್ಯಾಧನ್ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯಿತು ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಈ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸೌಮ್ಯ. ನಾವು for every starting there is an end, right? So today we are going to end this event, but don't forget that this is just the beginning of our journey of abilities unlimited, okay? So I invite Aishwarya ma'am to come on the stage to give the concluding remarks. Thank you so much. Meet you all next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and our cherished Vidyadhan family, as Ramamurthy said, this is not an ending. We are starting a beautiful journey here. I stand before you with immense gratitude and a heart full of inspiration. Today, we have witnessed the power of unity, compassion, and the unwavering spirit of our students. Our journey through this event has been filled with profound insights, heartfelt performance, and an unwavering commitment to creating an equitable society. In the symphony of voices, each speaker has added a unique note, contributing the harmonious melody underlining Vidyadhan commitment to inclusivity and societal impact. Thank you so much for your words. To the VAble students who share their journey and aspirations, and to every performer who had graced the stage, your stories and talents have left an indelible mark on our hearts. As we approach the closing notes of this event, let us carry forward this spirit with us. And in the true spirit of unity, let us continue working hand in hand, weaving the threads of change, integrity, and inclusivity into the fabric of our society. Together, we can create a future where every individual is celebrated for their unique abilities. Once again, thank you all for being part of this journey. Thank you, and let the echoes of today's celebration reverberate in our hearts as we rise to sing our national anthem.
Here. Yeah. बेटा आएगा ना थोड़ा इधर से ले लेंगे all of you come. Ma'am, come. Sir, can come this side. This side is there. Can see. ಇರಲಿ ಹಾಂ ನೀವು ಬೇಕು ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಸಿಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಚೇರ್ ಇದೆ ಸಿಟ್ ಕಿಸ್ಕೋ Hey, wait. जो आएगा फुल बोलो थैंक्स